Welcome back to another quick review. Ignore the thumbnail. Today we are talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I almost said Volume 2. Now, I've never talked about the Guardians of the Galaxy movies on my channel before. Just know, I really enjoyed Volume 1. I did not enjoy Volume 2. And I thought the holiday special was really good. This movie is probably the best Guardians of the Galaxy the best Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Probably James Gunn, my second favorite movie that James Gunn has released behind the Suicide Squad. And I think the reason why that is because this movie does a lot right, right? So spoilers of course, for Guardians 3. Um, but one of the things that I love about this movie is that this is one of the most stressful MCU movies like ever. Because these are like characters that we've known for about 10 years, and it's like who's going to die, right? Everybody just jumped to the conclusions of who's going. I jumped to the conclusions of, oh yeah, Drax is going to die. Rocket's going to. I didn't really think Rocket was going to die, but like Drax is going to die. You know, Nebula, Kraglin, people like that are going to die, right? But nobody died, and I'm okay with it because what it does is that it gives each character an arc, right? Each character has a moment in the movie where they shine, whether it be Drax, like Drax talking with all the children and cheering them up, even the Star Lord has his moments, Gamora has his moments. Of course, this movie is just a Rocket the Raccoon movie, and I'm completely okay with it because Rocket's origin story was genuinely tragic. It almost like got me. It almost made me cry because it was like it's so sad. It's because the High Evolutionary is such a good villain. It's because of that. Because the thing about the High Evolutionary is it's not like a villain that they completely delve into his psyche like a lot of other movies do. It's just a evil they do that tiny, but he's just an evil dude, and his goal is like just perfects existence, right? It's insane. It's insane, and because of that, Rocket's backstory is insane. Like what he has to go through, it is so, and what happens to like Lila and Teeths and what is this another friend's name, Flora, or something like that, is genuinely tragic. Um, and watching this movie, I thought, you know, it takes everything that Guardians 2 tried to do and made it better. One of the things I hate about Guardians 2 was that it was like the Thor Love and Thunder clause where I didn't like, them kind of ruining certain moments with jokes. But this does it, and it doesn't feel out of place. It feels good. It feels deserved, and it feels like it feels needed. And then another thing I want to really talk about, Adam Warlock. I I I saw a whole bunch of people say before the movie comes out that Adam Warlock gets like 10 minutes of screen time. That's not really true. Adam Warlock gets a lot of screen time and a lot of time to evolve as a character. Not a lot of not too much time, but like a decent amount of time to evolve as a character. Even Adam has his moment, right, where you know he starts out as evil, befriends a creature, kind of sees the starts seeing like what life like what the actual life is and the creatures around him. And then, of course, the whole thing on Counter Earth happens, and and then they go to the High Evolutionaries thing. And it's like Adam has this moment where it's like he could kill, but he doesn't. I mean, of course, he's out of energy, but Adam has his moments, and then he saves Star Lord at the end from dying. Realistically, Star Lord should have died, but he did. He saved him, and I feel like Adam was a and he like, at some point he also betrayed Aisha as well. Adam at some point I feel like he had a good decent character arc. I don't see I wasn't there wasn't really anything wrong with it on my end per se. I wasn't really opposed to it, but yeah. Music is always is great. James Gunn does a phenomenal job. All the actors, especially like Rocket, and the way that Bradley Cooper played him, and then Sean Gunn played the younger Rocket, was honestly so good. Like that's a standout in the movie. And then seeing Star Lord's arc kind of, like Drax's arc come to an end. Same thing with like Gamora and stuff, and then Star Lord's arc, reached where he was like he's finally back on Earth. It's so good. It's really good. Um, and then the Star Lord Gamora thing. At times it was like Peter, shut up. But um, you kind of see that he's at peace with what happened towards the end, and that's good. That's a good development. I really enjoyed the movie. It's one of my favorite MCU movies from the past. Lord knows how long. It's probably for me. I think it might actually be a top 10 MCU movie. But yeah. Thank you for watching this quick review. See ya.